Hey everyone, welcome back to Schroth DC. I have Ben with me here today to basically just share his experience in working with us and also what life has kind of been like for him having scoliosis and some of the things that he's wrestled with throughout middle school, high school, things like that. So when did you get diagnosed?
I got diagnosed at the end of my freshman year, going into summer before my sophomore year.
Okay, and then did you have any pain?
At that time, I had no pain. I didn't even realize I had it until my doctor saw it at a checkup.
Yeah.
Like, would have never known, no pain at all.
Okay, and then once it got diagnosed, and did you go like right into bracing? Was it wait and watch?
Pretty much immediately got into a Boston brace.
Okay.
Had that for the summer. It was super hot.
Okay.
Really hard to be compliant over the summer, and then going into the school year,
yeah,
that was a really huge adjustment for me.
Okay, so did you wear it during school, or were you like, yeah, I'm not like?
During the school year, I tried my absolute best to wear it. My parents really pushed me about it.
Yeah.
We came up with like reward systems if I made it through the whole day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would have to take it off at lunch or something in the nurse's office, but I would do like everything I could to try to make it, but it was definitely hard. I had trouble focusing. And
so what was the resistance to the brace? Was it the feeling of uncomfortableness? Was it the kind of the aesthetic of it where like everybody else could see? Accommodate? What was
it was definitely
all of that?
Both.
Okay.
I remember getting home from school and like my undershirt was just like wet with sweat.
Yeah, they can be hot, those Boston braces.
Just even sitting in class, like we would go outside for projects and I couldn't really sit on the benches right outside because my brace was poking out.
Yeah.
And then like socially, it sucked just being insecure about every shirt I wore. I tried really hard to cover it, even though I probably didn't need to.
Okay.
And just like whenever I wanted to bend down to get a pencil, that was insecure moment. Or if I was giving a presentation in class, like everything I was doing, I was insecure about because of my brace.
Gotcha. And it didn't. He's not alone on that one. A lot of our kids, a lot of our patients wrestle with that feeling of trying to commit to the brace, but all those feelings that kind of arise. Going back, do you think you would have done anything differently, or is it just kind of like, hey, it's just the way that it worked out? Like, would you have tried to kind of push through, or like you said, hey, I did the best I could, and that's kind of where I'm at? Because like, what ended up happening to your curve throughout high school?
My curve was stable as I was wearing the brace. I think the brace was effective.
Okay.
I wish I had told myself like people care less about it than you think, and I could just
that's a huge point. Yeah.
Accepted it. Like I don't regret bracing because I think it really was important for my health.
Okay.
But yeah, I wish I was more at peace with it, and then could have been less insecure about how other people felt about it.
Cool, man. That's deep.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward, and you came here, and I saw you, and you did have some pain, some mid-back pain, some lower back pain. What's it been like kind of exploring the Schroth method and then just working with me here in clinic?
Yeah, so I came when I started to feel pain senior year. I had been starting to work out, which I think probably helped my back in some aspects, but also brought some new movements that I wasn't prepared to deal with and had given me pain. And so I came here, learned a lot about movements that I had never heard of or seen before, and kind of like learned about what the blocks are and what it means to move your blocks. And I had honestly never even really looked at myself that deeply in a mirror of just like adjusting one piece at a time until you do kind of find your posture, your straight back. And I would say like my experience with you guys has been really nice because I only come when I feel like I need it. It's not like a huge commitment where I have to come every single week. Like if there are weeks when I don't really have time to do my exercises, like that's kind of my personal journey, and I come to you when I feel like I need to be pushed along a little more.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's great. Like it's just having the flexibility, having the accountability to be able to stay consistent with the exercise. But I also feel like Ben is very well trained. Like just coming in here, I haven't seen him most of the summer because he's been away at camp. But when he came in, he's like, hey, I want to review sitting. And he pretty much nailed it without minimal cueing on my part. So he's kind of bought into like the system and the awareness. And when we go back to that pain, he was getting pain with prolonged positions, sitting and standing. And he was also kind of having, as he said, with like working out, you started getting some different types of pains. And those were kind of two different experiences that we broke down here in clinic, is the difference between those and, more importantly, why they occur. So I feel like you've also developed a better understanding like why you're in pain. And then even today we reinforce like, how are you going to get out of pain? Like the simple, quick resetting techniques, reset the nervous system, reset your alignment. And you were like, after that one thing we did for 30 seconds, you're like, something's different. Like it just changes, and it just gives you an opportunity and ownership of your pain, so you stop self-limiting yourself, which is what I see for a lot of my adults. Ben's going away to college. We're excited for him. Some new changes, a little bit more freedom of time, so he's going to be hitting the gym a lot more, and just that strength. And what he's noticed too is like when he is working out, he typically does feel better.
Absolutely.
Any advice or recommendations to any other, I guess, like kids or parents, people that might be going through the bracing process, or somebody that's been recently diagnosed with scoliosis and it's like, what do I do? Like just kind of what your experience has been, like what, any recommendations or anything there?
I think the best thing is to try to remember that like you're not the only one dealing with it, and there's a lot of people, even though it might not be at your school or in your community, there's people everywhere that are going through the same struggles you are, and there's also plenty of people that are there to support you. Whether that's at school or whether it's doctors and physical therapists, like there are ways to get through it.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for working hard.
Yes, sir.
Wish you the best. If you guys have questions, reach out. If you guys are in pain or need more resources, visit our website. We're happy to help in any way. Till next time, guys. Thank you.